Hey guys, this is Hazard Toyman, and today we're taking another vehicle review. This time we're looking at Batman 1989, Batman and Batmobile Gold Label Edition. I actually got this from a friend of mine, and it's a late birthday gift that I'm turning 23. So he bought me this for me for my birthday, late birthday gift, and also we're gonna look at this packaging as well. So front of the box, we got Batman Mike Keaton himself, and Batmobile, and also a old school logo Batman, DC Multiverse, Batman and Batmobile. It says 22-inch, 60 centimeter. So, other side of the box, it has Batman himself right there, and it has fits most 7-inch figures for the Batmobile. Nothing in the box, and box says Batman, Batmobile, Batman. Front of the box, and then top of the box as well. So with that said, we're gonna take a break and take a close look of the DC Multiverse Batman Batmobile Gold Label Edition. So stay tuned. So we're back and attack. What's really included in the Batmobile is some bat fins for the Batmobile, two of them, one for left, one for right. Also comes with a display stand like it always does. And finally comes with the Batman figure himself, which is Michael Keaton as well, which we're going to compare this figure to Batman Returns soon. And to install the fins of the Batmobile, you have to, let's see, you have to, it goes left or right, hold up. Let's see, is it kind of dark? Oh, so that's right. This is right though, so you have to go to right here of the Batmobile. Goes on the right. So this goes here, just like so. Clip it, snap in, just like so, like that. And then left right here is put it right there, just like so. Like so. So that's your Batmobile right there. Complete disassembled. So that's that. So looking at the Batmobile of the Tim Burton mobile, let's just put this figure aside. So look at the Batmobile itself. There's two versions this when it came out back in 2023, which is the Gold Label Edition, which this one has a matte finish. And then there was a Flash one that came out back in 2023, which is all glossy and didn't have a finish glossy there. It was all gray and stuff, and it had like orange rims and stuff like that. And I think the window was tinted as well. There's also a button just right there. You can press that, and that comes off. You can take this off like so. Apparently, it was meant to be two-seater, not one-seater, but a lot of people got their third parties ramen cake set to put a two-seater in there, replace the old one to two-seater. So it replaced the one-seater to a new seater third-party kit. And then they actually had a kit for the canopy as well, which is very accurate to the film. And also they gave you like some canister, canopy, not a canopy, petrol thing, the petrol thing to put the gas opener right here. And also they gave you a Batman 2 machine guns at the front as well. That were used in the movie. This was used in the movie with machine guns. But also this Batmobile, actually this Batmobile was featured in Batman 1989, Batman Returns, and The Flash as well. So in Batman 1989, I remember watching the Batman film on Blu-ray at the moment. I remember, like 2 weeks ago, there was somewhere that shoots out the grappling gun as well, the grappling hook, to drift the Batmobile to turn. And there was machine guns at the front as well. It's actually bulletproof. It has a afterburner, which is right there. And it also comes with like this big stand thing that's, used the big stand to turn the Batmobile as well. So that's afterburner as well. And it drives really fast in the movie, really fast, speeding in the film. And this Batmobile has a TV, a screen inside the Batmobile to watch Penguin, I would say. It has some back computer stuck in the Batmobile and stuff like that. Also, this Batmobile can turn into a Batmobile as well, like you saw in Batman Returns 1992. So in the cockpit, it's bit of everything there. Not much detail, I would say. So if it's one figure as well. And this is bit 2 though, so that kind of sucks. And there's a big nuke. That's what I know. They have released a Batman Returns Batmobile, which is cost $120, which I'm not gonna get that. I just have the Batmobile, I would say. And also, this Batmobile was featured on OnStar commercial as well. So yeah, I do love this Batmobile like a lot, but this has been one of my favorites. But I think I like the tumbler as well. But the tumbler McFarlane was the way they made for the tumbler for McFarlane was kind of crap. So this is the best Batmobile, I would say, out there. So yeah, I actually my friend bought this for me from Marketplace, so as a late birthday gift. So yeah. And now we're gonna see the figurine itself. So be right back. So the figure itself doesn't look accurate to Michael Keaton as Batman, because this looks like some sort of Christian Bale or something like that, or some shit like that, or something like that, and it didn't look accurate like the film like it was. There's something wrong with the face. It doesn't look accurate to Michael Keaton, like one. It doesn't look, oh yeah. And they actually have made about, the first one was, I think it was the 6-pack version first that comes out back then with Ben Affleck, Rob Pattinson, Christian Bale, and Mike Keaton Batman as well, and George Clooney and Val Kilmer. They had like this, but it was yellow, right? Yellow emblem, yellow version instead of gold. They had yellow belt as well. And then the third final release was a Batman 1989 figure, which is gold label as well. I couldn't tell it's gold label, but I've done a review of that already, I think, of the figure. And it had a cape which is very different than cloth cape. It was I can't describe what kind of cape it was, but yeah. And the movements of the figure was up, down, upwards, bend towards the upper leg, bending the knee, through the waist, crunch up and down, and through the head as well. And yes, that's that, I would say. Also, we're going to compare Batman Returns. Now I have 2 Batman figures. One is Returns, one is 1999. So both look different, but closer, I think I prefer this one than over this one because the symbol as well, and the suit and the cape as well. But I also think they could do better on this one than this. But this is better already, so yeah. And I actually find it very interesting that the both cowl looks very different, both of them as well. And the back looks very different too. But yeah, so if you can't find this one, I definitely recommend go for this figure better than this one. Because this one doesn't have any hands that can hold the steering wheel or the accessory as well, like this one. So that's the figure. Now we're gonna put these figures try in the Batmobile. So let's do that. So we put Batman, Mike in the figure 1999 in the Batmobile. Fits pretty comfortable as well, as you see. Kind of sucks that doesn't give us a changeable hands or anything like that, or accessories as well. And doesn't give us the hands can actually, like this hand, to have a hand that can grab on the steering wheel, which didn't make any sense. That didn't have that. So this can fit as well without no purpose, and that's Batman City Design Batmobile. And now we're gonna try the Batman Returns figure in the Batmobile as well. So let's do that. So we put the Batman Returns figure turn on the Batmobile. Sits alright, just like a film. Has no problem, and finally have like a hand so you can steer the wheel as well. So it's not bad. So you can fit your Batman Returns figure as well in there, and just like the close the canopy, and he can drive in this Batmobile in winter Gotham. So yeah, that's Batman in this Batmobile. And now we're gonna do a comparison of the Batmobile with this Tim Burton mobile. Let's go. So we're back in attack. Comparing these two Batmobile, they both look different. One was on the left, which is on the left. This is more old school Batmobile that people grew up in the 80s and 90s. And on the right, this Batmobile is more modern Batman in 2022 to 2026 as well. Both Batmobile does have a steering wheel, and they both look very different, like evolution wise. The one thing that they do both has, this one's more like a little bit of tank. This one's more like a hot rod car, and they both have afterburners. They both have cinema lights as well, like here and there as well. Even the pedestrian has lights as well, like that. But this Batmobile has a shield that deployed, and it can protect from the explosion stuff. This one can drive through fires and flames as well at the explosion of the Penguin cars. And yeah, I mean, like this Batmobile is very, very unique, I would say. And I'm just checking if I have any cards. If I don't have a card something or actually I didn't left any cards though, but okay. Thought I left a trading card in it though, but that didn't include. But yeah, so that's the Batmobile stuff, and they're both matte black as well. So, and size of it looks very different as well. As you can see, the both Batmobile looks very on point different. One's a bit taller than the other. And yeah, that's about it. And let's compare it to the Canon Batmobile that I got. So we're back, and also this is Kenna McFarlane. It's kind of interesting how when we heard announcing that when McFarlane took over DC Multiverse figurines back in 2021, we always thought that they might make some, Batmobiles based on the movie and stuff like that. Like as in Tim Burton or Chris Nolan or Val Kilmer or George Clooney or so those movies, those Batmobile stuff. They actually, I can't believe they actually made this Batmobile before there was a Flash. So the Flash Batmobile was the first one to ever produce for the McFarlane as well. And then back then we had like this is the people who grew up in back in the 90s, 1992. I mean 1992 Batman, and this is where collectors. So collectors who saw this Batmobile, they must have bought this Batmobile because he's kind of reminding me of nostalgia. So yeah, but they both are the exact same, like in the film that they were used in the film, as in the style of the Batmobile, and they both have machine guns, both of them, but just smaller. This is just smaller. This is bigger for me final size. So yeah, let's go back to the top of the table. So be right back. So overall, what I think about this Batmobile, definitely gotta pick this Batmobile up. Definitely pick it up for yourself, because if you're after this Batmobile that reminds you of your childhood, that you don't have the one you had as a kid, definitely pick this up as well. Or get the one that's for the Flash movie as well. At the moment, they're available on eBay at the moment as well. So yeah, and also definitely check this out on eBay, because you're not gonna miss out this if you got a chance to buy this. So you know, and also there's no cons of this Batmobile, I think. Well, maybe because it can't be so accurate to the film, but that's fine. But overall, this Batmobile is not bad. Definitely like it. Definitely gonna keep this forever in my collection. But I'm not gonna collect all the Batmobiles. I'll just collect some Batmobile that I like, and that's it. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Later.